You are listening to X-Wing Radio.
Welcome back, you scruffy-looking nerf herders. I'm David, that's Wesley, and you just tuned in to X-Wing Radio, your weekly broadcast from a galaxy far, far away. So, Wesley, real quick, before we dive into this, do you think I offended anyone by calling them scruffy-looking nerf herders?
David, I don't think that you have to worry about offending someone by calling them a scruffy-looking nerf herder. You offend them enough just by being on their screen or in their ear. That's a weird phrase to say, but you know what? I'm sticking with
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough.
So David, I want to talk to you about this today. So, per the title, we are going to be taking some more Star Wars quizzes from StarWars.com. So if you're interested in and have watched these videos before, you stick around because we are going to be deciding what we're going to wear for Halloween this year. We're going to be figuring out.
Wait, Wesley. I already decided what I'm going to go for Halloween. I'm going as myself.
All right, we'll put 3-hole punches on your side, and you can be 3-hole punch Dave. All right, so, but anyways, so we're gonna be deciding what David's gonna wear for Halloween because we need something better than that. We're going to be figuring out who our apprentices in Star Wars, and among other quizzes that we're gonna be taking, we're gonna find out what Star Wars couple me and David are.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Back up. What?
You don't have a choice in this, David. So let's go ahead and start off with this first quiz that is talking about where to go. It is what Star Wars costume are we going to be wearing? Now, David, I do have to mention this. You are the one that found all these quizzes. So you brought to me in a joking, hey, this is funny. There's a Star Wars couple quiz. You're welcome. You shouldn't have said that to me. Because now we're taking it.
Okay, you just ruined the joke, because the joke was I didn't want to take it, even though it was my idea to begin with.
Oh, you still don't, I know you don't want to take it. I'm saying you brought the quiz to me because you thought it was funny. I'm saying I'm forcing it upon you to do it.
Whatever, you just ruining all the jokes here. Okay. Anyway,
David,
so let's find out what we're wearing for Halloween. All right. So
I'm already in the quiz.
You have it up?
You little slowpoke. Well, taking forever.
I've had it up. Okay, you're the one who's been talking. Okay.
It's Friday.
No, it's not.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? Okay, so what's for dinner on Friday?
What are my choices for Friday's dinner?
Pizza, tacos, tapas, salad, or sweets. I don't know what tapas are.
It's not Tuesday, so we can't have tacos.
I kind of want to go with tapas because I don't know what they are.
All right, well, we could do a quick internet search and see what tapas are.
That's no fun.
Nobody cares. All right, it looks like food, so that's all I'm getting out of that.
Oh, that's very.
The internet did not help.
Helpful of you.
The internet didn't help. What am I supposed to do? It looks like literally, I looked up tapas, and the picture that has tapas, like on the actual picture, is a picture of like a buffet.
Yeah, it's literally just I look it up on Google Images, and all it is like
Spanish.
Is it like a charcuterie board? Is that what it's like trying to be?
Maybe I see all these. Yeah, these little. I have no idea. There's
It,
so many different things, and they're not like if I look up tacos, I know what a taco looks like, and it shows me what a taco is here. But anyways, David, go ahead. I mean, I know you love buffets, so go ahead, pick your tapas. But for Friday night, it's got to be pizza. That's all I'm saying.
well, I'm gonna go tapas just because again, funny. Because still don't know what it is even after googling it.
So
All
someone
right,
needs to explain that to us.
yeah, yeah. If you know, put it in the comments because we're probably not gonna read them. Who we're kidding? I mean, we only get or we only get like one or two comments on a video, if
We
that.
read
So we
them, just
probably
don't
will end up reading them.
respond to them.
True, true. Wesley,
Yeah.
choose
All
a
right.
hobby.
Who's a hobby?
Choose a hobby.
Who's a wobby?
No, no. Choose a hobby.
Oh, you're speaking clearly now. I can see clearly now. All right. Well, what am well, let's see. I see. I can choose between roller derby, so rollerblading. We're wood. I'm having trouble today, David. Woodworking. Crafting. What's the difference?
No, no. Okay, hold on. Wait. Is crafting like Minecrafting? Like like playing Minecraft?
Probably. Probably.
Okay.
Reading. We're hiking.
Well, if you go to my Xbox account and look at the time spent in games, I think I'd have to go with crafting if that means Minecraft because I have I think over 100 days on every platform on Minecraft on Xbox. So yeah,
David has played a lot of Minecraft, so
so yeah,
all
I'm
right.
just
Well,
gonna
you
go
go.
with that
I'm gonna
crafting.
go with. I will break an ankle if I go roller derby. I don't know what the difference between crafting and woodworking is, so I don't really care. I don't read purposefully. Um, I'm not a big reader. Audiobooks are becoming my new thing, but reading, no. So let's go hiking. I like the outdoors.
Hmm. Good choice. Good choice.
What
So
is your favorite season?
so
Football, basketball, or baseball?
so I'm kind of confused by this question because well, Wesley, how many seasons are there?
Well, it depends. Is salt a season?
So there are if we haven't slipped into an alternate dimension where there are randomly 5 seasons and one of them is called Salt. There's only 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall, which are all listed here. But then they randomly throw in salt. So
What, David? That's the time of year when all the Karens come out and they're real salty because people have been doing things without them for the past months. I don't know. Why do you put salt in a season? It makes it taste better. I'm picking
also
salt.
also we're from South Carolina. We only get 2 seasons:
Summer and
summer,
fall.
summer, and not summer. That's all we get.
That's true. I mean, I might consider it fall. The leaves still come off the trees. Now, legitimately, my favorite time of the year is right now. Well, as long as it stays cool outside. Right now, when it's fall. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking salt because what the heck?
I'll since you're going with the joke answer this time, I'll go with my actual answer of fall because I think most people like the fall, even though it's basic. Don't worry, I don't drink pumpkin spice coffee or whatever. But
I don't even like
um,
pumpkins.
I'll eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving.
That's okay.
That's about it.
David
That's
stole a
about it.
pumpkin pie once. Was it
Was it a
pumpkin or
pumpkin pie?
pecan?
It might have been
I
pecan.
remember you brought out whipped cream, which I guess would be good on both, but usually we reserve for the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I think it was a pumpkin pie. If should we tell this story? I know I've told it before on the podcast, but should I
Oh,
retell the story?
go ahead. It's not long.
Okay.
It's just funny.
So family Thanksgiving, all the family was over. I believe it was at my parents' house. Um,
Hmm.
so Wesley, myself, and my brother, and one of our cousins had gone out. I think we'd gone for a walk in the park, and we were just hanging out in the front yard. We'd gotten back hanging out in the front yard, and I think our cousin mentioned wanting pie, but didn't want to go inside. So my brother
The
said,
family had
"David, just hmm,
I was gonna say the family had started their holiday politics talk, so we were trying to get away from all that.
yeah." So my brother just said, "Yeah, David will go grab a pie." So I did. I just walked in pie and a can of whipped cream and walked out, and everyone was like, giving me weird looks, like, "What are you doing?" I just walked right out the front door with pie and whipped cream.
Well, we even were talking about it beforehand, and we were like, "Yeah, David, go grab a couple pieces of pie and bring it back out here." And then you walked out the door with the whole pie in hand. Not a half-eaten one with a couple pieces. No, you had gotten the fresh, not yet touched pie, and that's what we ate.
Yeah, it, I mean, it worked. Yeah,
It did, and
M-
while most people probably won't appreciate the story, it was rather funny in the moment.
moral of the story is, if you jokingly tell me to do something, I might do it, depending on what it is. If it's stealing a pie, I will do it.
That's fair. All right, Yogi Bear. Um, what is your go-to color?
Is
Green,
this like, is
red.
this like, is this like favorite color or what? What?
I don't know what the difference is. Black, teal, or blue.
I'm tempted to go with teal because it stands out.
See, that's what I was thinking too.
So why are we taking
But
this like like an actual test and not like a quiz trying to figure this out? Like I said, I'm almost
I,
taking this like an actual test. Like there's a right and wrong answer.
yeah, well, David, if there was a right or wrong answer, we would get it wrong.
Yeah, because let's face it, teal is not the right answer for anything, and that's what I'm picking.
Wow, you don't like teal, David? What's wrong with teal?
I told you.
Yeah, but what's wrong with teal? You said it's not the right answer for anything. So what's wrong with teal?
Well, it's one of these made up colors. It's just bluish green.
That's fair. Okay. I'm gonna go with what am I going with? Oh, red. I'll just pick red. Why not?
All right, pick an earthbound travel destination. We got Hawaii,
The moon's not
Scotland.
on here.
We got Hawaii, Scotland, Japan, Belgium, or Switzerland.
If salt is a season, I should be allowed to go to the moon for an earthbound destination.
Fair enough.
I have a feeling that it's pretty salty up there. Have you ever licked the moon rock?
No,
Have you ever mooned somebody?
you'll never know.
As long as I wasn't the one getting mooned. Anyways, um, I don't know. I don't. Where do you want to go, David? I'm gonna go to the opposite side of the world.
Well, I'll go to Scotland, I guess.
So let's choose Hawaii or Japan. I'm gonna go Japan.
All right. All right. Choose a scary movie to watch. Frankenstein, The Lost Boys, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, or Night of the Living Dead. I think the only one of these that's actually like horror is The Lost Boys, because like Nightmare on Elm Street and
What's
Scream are slashers, and
Oh yeah, but they're kind of horror. But like, I don't know. What's the Lost Boys? Is it like Peter Pan or something?
I've never seen it. I don't really know how to look it up if you. I don't really know much about it. I know kind of what it is,
Okay,
but
that's the only
um,
one that I've not heard of. On this list, all the other ones I'm aware. I'll do the Lost Boys then, as my non heavy knowledge of it.
okay. Um, I'll do
I mean, that's some kind of
Frankenstein
reason.
because it's probably think it's talking about one of the classic Frankenstein, the one of the old funny horror movies. You know, you can laugh at how bad they are.
What is this? I'm looking up. David, all horror movies are laughable.
Fair enough.
I still don't even know what this. What? I don't know. Let's pick a different one because Night of the Living. I'm gonna pick Scream. I know more about Scream, and I like to scream. I don't
Hmm.
know. I'm just saying things right now, David.
Right. Okay, Wesley, pick a beverage to start your day. Just coffee, tea, a latte, milk,
Isn't that coffee?
or matcha.
No, you mispronounced that, David. It's mulch. You know the stuff that you have in your front yard. It's mulch.
Um, there's a problem here. I don't see Red Bull.
That's fair. You a Red Bull guy?
Lately I have been.
Yeah. You get
The coconut
the
Red Bull
fancy
is really good.
flavors. I was about to ask if you get the flavors or if you get the regular. I don't like coconut,
Yeah, I know.
which
You're
is
weird.
which is really a problem because you know what? Like one of the only foods in all of TV history that I really want to try, and I think I have tried and not liked, and I'm very disappointed in the fact, is coconut cream pie from Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's favorite thing in the whole world is coconut cream pie. I've had it before. I don't remember liking it because of the coconut. But every time I watch Gilligan's Island, I'm like, ooh, that looks that sounds like it'd be so good. I don't know why.
Well, considering that I have a cup of tea right here, it's probably not the tea kind of tea they're talking about because this is sweet tea. Um, I'll go
It's
with
the only
tea.
good kind of tea. I'm gonna go with coffee because that's typically what I start my day with. Because as much as I would rather have a Red Bull, coffee costs less. So,
Very true.
David, what your favorite autumn activity? That is what it says. What would WHAT apostrophe D? What your favorite autumn activity? Should be what is, not what would.
It should be what's your favorite autumn activity.
Well, that'd
Anyway,
be what is. Bleh.
anyway, apple
Nobody likes
picking,
you.
carving pumpkins, decorating for Halloween, watching scary movies, hiking. I forgot that this is a Halloween themed quiz. Just I was I didn't realize that like with the this answer in the last one, or not last one, but the horror movie one, that they're Halloween related. Because I
That's
forgot that
true.
this
Yeah,
was
I
a
forgot about.
Halloween quiz.
Well, we all know that David loves his pumpkin spice latte. And you don't get your pumpkin spice Red Bull latte without carving a couple pumpkins.
True. True.
So that's what David's gonna pick.
That's why
I
I'm gonna
don't
go
want to do
for.
anything. Huh?
So that's why I'm gonna go for apple picking.
Oh, I don't want to work. So I'm just gonna watch scary movies because I don't want to do anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm going with apple picking because I like apples.
You could go with hiking again. I already picked that once.
Go for it again.
All right.
What Star Wars character do you relate to the most?
Are we gonna get whatever character we click on?
Well, maybe because I'm going with R2D2. So our
Well, I
answers
feel like
are Luke Skywalker, Ben Solo, Chewbacca, Din Djarin, and R2D2. What were you about to say?
oh, I was gonna say you should probably relate with Chewbacca the most. You're tall, hairy, and loud.
True, true. I should
If you
probably
go
not
with
talk about
R2D2, I'm gonna pick him though.
Well, I'm definitely going with R2D2, but I was about to say we should probably move away from talking about Chewbacca because we all know what happened last time. Oh boy. Oh,
Okay. All right. All right. Well, we have our answers picked. Um, David, what type of music do you prefer? Pop, rap, country, jazz, rock. That's it.
well,
Rock. Not rock and roll.
considering
Rock.
I actually listen to all of these but pop. That's a good question.
I I'm after this, I'm going to go outside and listen to a rock.
A rock
A rock. It
or
doesn't
the
say rock
rock?
and roll. How what so many ways you could go with that.
True, true. Wait, hold. So the moon is a rock. So could you listen to the moon?
While I'm mooning someone.
The Earth is just a really big wet rock. So could you also listen to the Earth?
What constitutes as a rock?
Well, the Earth is made of rock.
Well, yeah, but what's the difference between a rock and a boulder and a mountain and a
Well, if you call the Earth a rock, then a boulder is just a proportionally large rock on another rock. And a mountain is just a ridge on a rock. It's just a point on a rock. So
well, David, I think we've sufficiently lost all the audience that was listening.
let's be honest, we don't even know what we're doing here. So what kind of music do you prefer, Wesley?
I don't know, I'm gonna pick jazz.
Yeah, I was thinking about going with jazz, but since you went with that, I guess I'll go outside and listen to a rock.
Okay. David, I have a problem. Oh, that's a scary
So do
picture.
I. Well, so why don't we
Wait,
address
wait,
your
wait.
problem first?
Before we get to any of these problems that we're addressing here, David, let's just discuss the fact that we picked completely different answers. So we should get completely different people. Correct?
Correct. Should.
Or at least the line of thought makes sense. So, who did you get? I got Ahsoka Tano.
Okay, I got Grogu.
Just put some pointy ears on and a pacifier. I don't know.
Well, the reason I said that's going to be a problem is I don't think I'll fit in that little baby like floating baby carriage thing.
You just got to make a big one. So David, I get that it's Halloween, but this is the picture that I got for her.
What
If
the
it will
heck?
show up. That's a pretty intense picture she's got there.
Which
She
episode of the Clone
looking
Wars
kind of
is that
scary.
from?
I was wondering
Goodness.
if that's from I'm wondering if that's from no, I don't think it'd be that. But maybe it's the Mortis arc because I reference Mortis in this. But it says choose between Padawan Rebel or a mysterious dweller of a Corvus forest. Extra points if you transform your look as if you're visiting Mortis. Now that you're ready for Halloween, test your knowledge of yada yada. Nobody really cares. Uh,
Well,
so yeah,
Wesley, okay, so this one says, grab a friend who's happy to carry you around in a satchel all night. Well, Wesley, I think by default that's you. Um, you've got yourself a great group costume. Just watch out for anyone carrying the dark saber. So
I'll carry you
you'll
around in
go
a
as
satchel all night long.
Ahsoka. I'll go as Grogu, riding in a satchel that you're gonna carry around.
Now, David, you better hope that I go as one of the later iterations of Ahsoka, because I don't think you want to see me in a crop top.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone does. Okay.
Uh, yeah, that's not an image that I want to have in my head. But
Nope.
anyways, so David, let's go ahead and move on to our next one, our next quiz. I think this is a good segue into uh the Padawan quiz. Who would our apprentice be?
Which technically we're both, if we're going off of Halloween costume thing, we're both technically Jedi apprentices. Neither one of us are masters, so it's kind of an
That's
interesting.
true.
You know, we'd have to, I guess, both go through the trials to be able to have an apprentice. All
Well, let's
right,
be
so
honest here. Ahsoka's been through the trials. She also has an apprentice, as per the latest version,
true.
technically.
All right,
But
are
all
you
that
ready?
aside, no. What age is ideal to begin training? Childhood, teen years, adulthood, anytime is fine.
So if we're going by the strictest Jedi teachings, then it should be childhood. Um, I'm guessing childhood could really be anyone. I'm guessing if you go teen years or adulthood, that's gonna be Ezra or Luke. I don't know what any time is fine with actually,
You might get a
who that
Sith.
would point to. So I'll go with any time is fine because I don't know who that's
You
gonna point
got
to.
you got to train them while they're young and impressionable in the ways of the dark side.
Okay, well Wesley is getting a Sith apprentice. Um,
Well, not necessarily, because yours would be more in line with that, being that the Sith actually would rather you have more baggage.
true, true. Do
Anyways,
you
childhood.
trust others to train your apprentice? Absolutely
No.
not. Absolutely not. For now, they should have many teachers, or it's just us. I'll go for now. Okay, this is very um Sith now that I think about it. But I already picked it, so
I'm picking absolutely not. There ain't nobody teaching my apprentice. They gonna be stupid. Describe your ideal pupil in one word. Can you see my pupils?
No.
Okay, cool. Sincere, gifted, hardworking, determined.
I'm gonna go with if I go with gifted, I'm probably going to get Anakin because I'm going with the whole Sith thing. I picked for now gifted, so I'm gonna go with hardworking.
See, I was thinking about going hardworking. I'm gonna go with determined though, and I was split between the two. But since you picked the one, I'll
Okay,
pick the
okay.
other.
All right. What's your preferred method of teaching? Movie day, group instruction, uh, independent study, or through problems, through
Parables.
parables. Thank you. Um,
There's no M in there, David.
yeah, I know. I was reading things that weren't there. Anyway,
It's fair enough. Hey,
you know what?
my thoughts on the matter. My
Hmm?
thoughts on the matter, real quick, is I don't want nobody else teaching them, but I don't want to teach them either, so they can go do it on their own.
You're picking independent study.
Yes.
Well, I'm just gonna be the best school teacher ever and just do movie day.
I'm gonna come learn from you. Your
All
apprentice
right.
should stand. Your apprentice should stand among their peers, beside me, on their own, in the shadow. Well, they're probably not the best looking, so they probably ought to stay in them shadows.
That's
Hug the
definitely the
wall.
Sith. That's definitely the Sith answer. And I want to confuse this thing, so I don't know if I want to go with that because I've already had several Sith answers. So I'll go with I'll go with among their peers.
I'm gonna say that's like the complete opposite of the cis side.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I've been picking some light side, and I think that my princess is probably gonna be pretty ugly. So I think I'm gonna say in the shadows.
Okay. You've just confirmed it. Whoever you get is officially ugly from now on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All
It could be Anakin, and it's still that's been confirmed. Sorry, Hayden
right. So
Christensen, you've been confirmed. Well, I guess only Anakin, not Hayden Christensen so far, but the actor played him, so
yeah, and that scar makes him just ugly.
hideous.
What would you assign for extra credit? PE drills, club leadership, community service, or book reports. I don't want to grade a stinking book report, so I'm definitely not.
Yeah, that's they're gonna get an A if they do it. Um, but like uh, community service. What is this prison? Like what? I guess that's not only for prison, but that's what you think of. You have to do community service.
Well, I'm gonna go with club leadership because I want them to be able to, learn how to lead and eventually take over everything. For the grand plan. So,
Um, my my teaching style is going to feel like prison, so we're going to do community service.
okay, okay. Um,
What's unique about your student? Oh, their face. It's very unique. It's not in a good way. It's there. But anyways, passion, artistic talent. Ooh, they're an artist. Are they just gonna fail at life? I'm sorry to all the artists out there. Anyways, wisdom beyond their years. They build connections.
You know, if I do want to commit to going to the Sith route, I could pull a real life thing in here. There was this failed artist who from Germany in the 40s.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, you see, he founded this party called the Nazi Party, and his name was Adolf Hitler.
Man, with a name like
And that's
Hitler.
okay. And enough evil German mustache man jokes. Um, I don't know.
Um, wisdom beyond their ears.
Wisdom
Not
beyond their
ears,
ears.
ears. Yeah, yeah, they need to be real wise beyond their ears, because maybe they stick out very far. Maybe
Is
he's
that why
the
Yoda's so
what's
wise?
probably because his ears are so far out, he has wisdom beyond them. That's crazy. What's that guy? What's that Jedi Master from the Clone Wars? That looks like Yoda with the pointy ears, but like he's not the same species. What's his name?
Oh,
He's a short guy.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really remember.
He's real messed up in the face. That's who my prince is gonna be, because he's gonna have wisdom beyond his ears, and he's gonna be ugly.
You know what? I think I will go with artistic talent.
That's when they
I already
pull
spelled
out
up. I already. Hmm?
huh?
I said I already spelled out my reasoning, even though that's probably going to hint towards Sabine if you're going for the actual test. But because I doubt they actually
She should
pulled my reasoning.
she shouldn't be in this quiz. She probably will be, but she shouldn't be. Which subject would you love to teach? Civics, wildlife management, political science, robotics. Is there none of
Aren't
the above?
aren't civics and political science very similar? I mean, they are different, but they're very similar. So what? I'll go with the. Well, I guess if I'm committing to the grand plan, I guess I should teach them political science.
That's true.
So I'm gonna go with
I'm
political
going
science.
to. Well, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, we're gonna go with robotics because randomness.
Right. Right. How do
I have
you
no
want your
reasoning.
student to address you? With an honorific title, by my first name, with a nickname, by a name only they know. So, Wesley, since you've been going for the prison thing here, you're probably gonna go with the first one.
An honorific title?
Yeah, since you're going with the prison thing, you don't want them to call you by your
Mm,
first name.
no, but they maybe should call me a nickname.
What nickname would you make them call you?
Hmm. Haven't thought that far in advance.
Sure. I'm gonna go with by a name only they know. I guess I'm just
See, I
leaning
was
into the
thinking
Sith thing
maybe.
now.
I was thinking maybe that, but then the nickname sounds better to me now that you've chosen that. What is your fashion sense when you were in school? What was your fashion sense when you were in school? Bold, classy, functional, goth. Functional?
Oh,
I
oh,
had
you know me,
clothes.
goth all the way.
You got to pick that now.
Yeah. Even though The
And
joke
next
of that
time, David,
for
you
hmm?
gotta wear eyeliner next time you come on the podcast.
Right. The joke of that for anyone who doesn't actually know me in real life, I've pretty much always dressed the way I dress now, so
He has the same pair of jeans he wore when he was 2. They've
pretty
never
much.
been washed, and he has a green pullover T-shirt. Actually, no, you wear button-ups now. You're more sophisticated.
Yeah, okay. I did move into the button ups a couple years ago, but for the longest time it was just jeans and a t-shirt. Now it's jeans and a button up. So,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm going with golf.
as far as I'm functional. As far as well, this is awkward. Before we get to our who our apprentices are, I I want to make this comment. So I've recently been getting into golf, and when you go to a golf course, most of the times they have a dress code they want you to uphold, and typically they want
Hmm.
the men to wear uh, collared shirts. So I've been getting more collared shirts recently because I want more to, for playing golf, and I kind of like them, the softer materials. Like I like the way that feels and all. And so Sarah asked me today because we were out at the store and I was looking at some because I need to get some more, and she was like, "At what point do you transition into like is golf the gateway from guys turning transitioning into the dad shirts?" Because she was looking at a couple of them and they had like all this like random prints or whatever on them. There's one shirt I have, Sarah got me, and it has toucans on it. Just a bunch of toucans on it, and
Yeah, see, I haven't started going into patterns yet. I still wear solid color shirts, but
yeah. I'm not like I don't like go out of my way to look for all the patterned ones. Sarah likes the patterned ones. She got me one a while back. It's a beach shirt, but it's a Baby Yoda,
mm.
and so I've worn that one a little bit. But yeah, so this might be my gateway into the dad shirts. But David, who did you get as your Padawan learner? Did you get your
So
Sith?
I did actually, yeah. So the picture is Anakin, but it says Darth Vader. So,
Okay. Well,
but
maybe
it's
you'll get
Anakin
him.
as but it's Anakin with the yellow Sith eyes and everything. So it
Well,
is
well, well,
he is Darth Vader at that
maybe
point.
you'll
But
get. Well, maybe you'll get Anakin or Vader before he gets his legs chopped off, and you can do different things so that he doesn't end up getting his legs chopped off.
interesting.
Because
That was a good
Palpatine
idea.
sent him to Mustafar, so don't send him to Mustafar. You know that's a messed up plan. David,
Yeah, keep him in my
when we're
office so that he and I can team up and beat Yoda.
exactly, and then
Yeah, there you
well,
go.
the thing is too, you gotta think about this. You gotta think about this. If Yoda, if Anakin's with Palpatine, Obi-Wan probably comes with Yoda, and you know Anakin can't take on Yoda, but with the help of Palpatine, Anakin could probably take on Obi-Wan and win. I mean, obviously, I know that they're pretty well matched at that point, but because of the years and skill that Obi-Wan had at that point and the anger that Anakin had, Obi-Wan kind of had the edge. So, anyways,
Hmm.
um, David, aside from all that, so my Padawan learner is Ahsoka. So I've
I
gotten
figured from
back-to-back
your
Ahsokas.
reaction that would be the case, but
Yeah, her picture's a lot better in this one. She doesn't look as scary. She looks normal. But yeah, you might not have expected to become a teacher, but you are surprisingly good at it. We'll see about that. And with a strong-willed apprentice like Ahsoka, you'll learn a lot yourself during your time together. You usually take a hands-off approach to teaching, preferring to let your apprentice stand on their own 2 feet and go off on their own adventures. Just don't be surprised if, like Ahsoka, you give up. You give. They give you some attitude. That's all right. You have one yourself, after all. You don't know me. Shut up.
Alright, so mine says, you're an unconventional teacher who offers your student unconventional knowledge. In fact, you're so sly, your pupil probably doesn't even realize they were learning from you all along. Like Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader, you prefer that the hierarchy between you and your apprentice stay well defined. Darth Vader is willing to do whatever you say for now.
I think that first little part, before it started giving more of the Star Wars explanation, actually really fits you.
What, an unconventional teacher with unconventional knowledge?
Yep. I think that's very accurate for you. Um, so David, we're approaching about 50 minutes into the episode. I think we should go ahead and take this Star Wars couple quiz.
Okay, Star Wars couples. So which Star Wars couple are you and your partner? Oh boy. And we actually have to decide these answers together because if
That's
we're
yeah,
technically
that's true.
ranking them, you know.
Okay, I wonder if we're gonna get different answers. So David,
All right.
how did we meet? Did we meet at work? Through friends? Did we meet online? Or
Seren
do you want to try serendipity?
serendipity. I don't.
I know I've heard the word.
So
I might be able to use it in a sentence.
we meet online now. Does that count?
That's true. And it's for work. Hey, we met through our parents, who, in a roundabout sense, were friends. They were
True.
siblings,
True.
but the reason that they got together and everything was because they were friends.
Sure. We'll go with that for friends in a
Or we could
roundabout
go
way.
with, or we could go with serendipity because we don't know what it means.
Do you want to go with serendipity or do you want to go through friends?
Let's just go through friends.
All right. So we're gonna go through friends. All right. Pick a date night accessory: a cape, an
Mm-hmm.
intricate headpiece, a basic hat, or statement earrings. So Wesley,
Which
you know,
head?
I've always been a big fan of capes. So,
Which head?
which head? We're not gonna go there.
It's funny how just some simple words can mean so much.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
David, let's dress up as Batman, like collectively, and we can wear capes.
What, like both of us dress up as Batman?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go on a date as Batman.
David, who brought up that? Nobody said that. No, see, now you're just making it weird.
Okay, we'll go with the cape. But
Where in the Star Wars galaxy would you like to spend your anniversary? The first time we met. Well, let's see. When would that have been? You came to my birth. So my birthday. So where do we want to go for my birthday? So I get to decide this one.
okay,
Naboo, Cantino Bite, the local cantina, traveling on the Millennium Falcon. Okay, so I vote either the local cantina or traveling on the Falcon. We could
So, okay,
travel on the Falcon to a bunch of local cantinas.
go go on a pub crawl and start with Universe, the Millennium Falcon.
Let's go. That's what we're doing. We're traveling on the Millennium Falcon.
Okay, traveling the Millennium Falcon to do a pub crawl.
Let's go.
All right, pick a dinner date activity.
That's
Right,
not
a
what it
date night
says.
activity. A date night activity. Watch a movie. Or watching a movie. A romantic picnic. Listening to music. Or playing a game.
You don't want to go on a romantic picnic with me?
I mean, do you want to go on a romantic picnic?
Well, now you're just making it weird. Let's
This whole
play a
thing is
game,
weird.
David.
Play a game. Okay, we'll play. Okay, we'll be playing a game.
Okay. What kind of food is your favorite to share? Pizza, sushi, dim sum, tacos. What's dim sum?
That's a good question, and I'm not googling it this time. So, um, I don't know. I like sushi. Sushi's good, but
I'm
share.
okay with sushi.
But if you're talking about food to share, I mean, honestly, pizza is like the universal like food to share. Like
I'm good with pizza. I'm feeling pizza right now.
pizza. Okay, we'll go with pizza. How would you
How would you just?
describe your partner? So this one, I don't know if we should agree on, or if we should describe each other in this one.
Well, see, the thing is shouldn't we have to agree on it though?
Yeah, true. Okay, so how would you describe your partner? Headstrong, hopeful,
Furry.
furry, or strong.
Is that like a furry or like furry?
Yeah, are we talking about like furry like Chewbacca, or furry like someone dressed as Chewbacca?
I'd like to
Um,
steer clear of that one.
yeah, let's not go down that road. Uh, I don't think headstrong applies to either one of us. I don't know if strong applies to either one of us. So I guess hopeful is the only option
Go-
left.
David, we're YouTubers, so yes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, please subscribe. Um.
There
So
you go.
yeah, hopeful. I guess we'll go with hopeful.
How would your partner describe you? Scruffy looking, wise, breathtaking, stubborn. Well, David, we both are kind of scruffy looking. You more so than me, but I
And
don't
you
know what
you've
you would
al-
just kind of scruff.
and you've already called me scruffy looking in this episode, so
True. Well, see, I think I'm more scruffy because I feel more like sandpaper. You're more just hairy.
true. But I guess both of us could be described as scruffy.
Yeah. I mean, you do take my breath away every time I see you. It's just like a jump scare. So,
True, true. And I think we're both pretty stubborn.
no, I'm not.
But again, I don't feel like wise applies to either one of us.
No. Well, I'm good with
I'll let you.
scruffy
I'll let
looking.
you make the decision. Scruffy looking. Okay, we're both scruffy looking. All right. What did you do last Valentine's Day? Celebrated alone.
Celebrated alone.
Started a fight. Planned a nice dinner, or went to the theater. I'm gonna celebrate it alone.
When? Well, what was the closest time that we saw each other before Valentine's this past year? I don't even remember Valentine's this past year. What were we doing around January and February of this past year, like
That's a
family wise?
good question. Ah, that's a good question. I don't know if we saw each other like in real life around that point. I don't know.
I don't think so, because yeah, we had already moved by that point. So yeah, we'll do celebrate it alone.
Or we could go start. Or we could go start the fight. Now we'll go celebrate it alone.
Well, that's the realistic answer, but I mean, I think we would probably rather start a fight.
True. Especially if we go on a Star Wars pub crawl in the Millennium Falcon.
Bar fight. What?
Bar
It's
fight.
like it's a canteen. It's a cantina fight. Like what is that? What was it that you called those things when you play Lego Star Wars and you'd start the cantina fights? You had a name for it, like
Oh,
an actual name for it, didn't you?
I don't remember, but yeah, I know what you're talking
Like
about. Yeah,
Cantina Wars or something like that. I don't know. Yeah,
yeah.
let's go start a fight.
Start a fight. Okay, so we'll start a fight in a cantina. All right. So
Okay. What's your ideal Valentine's Day gift? Jewelry, clothing, a game, nothing, but time to relax.
I don't know about you, but time to relax would be awesome.
Yeah, that one kind of caught my eye. I think we could both use some downtime. So let's go with that one.
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't mean
What
we
is
get it,
your
but we can
true?
hope.
True. What is your love language? Acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch, or words of affirmation?
Dude, I feel like we're kind of we're pretty similar in this area. Um, I know I don't like to be touched. I don't like spending time with most people, and I don't want to hear someone talk to me. So that leaves two categories.
I'd like free stuff.
Yep, that's always a good a good start.
I like free
I kind of
stuff.
like doing stuff for my I kind of like doing stuff for myself anyway. So yeah, we'll go with receiving gifts. We'll give each other free stuff.
Oh, okay. So Wesley, who did we get? Our answer
Well,
should
I
be the
got
same
Han
because
and
we.
Leia.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, I got that too. So, I was about to say our answer should be the same because we picked the exact same answers. Oh,
All right, so we're Han and Leia. You're both strong-willed, wisecracking, charismatic leaders, and sometimes that means you butt heads. Although you are reluctant to talk about your feelings, your love for one another is undeniable. Now that you know which Star Wars couple you are, yada yada yada. You know, I think that fits us pretty well.
so who did you call a butthead?
Exactly. Yes, scruffy looking nerf herder. Well, David, now we have to decide a very important factor in this. Not who
Who's
wears the
Han and
pants,
who's Leia?
because in all honesty, not because honestly, we don't really know who wears the pants in the relationship between Han and Leia. Because, like I said, they're both very headstrong and charismatic leaders. Yeah,
I
who's
mean, and
Han
neither
and
one of
who's
us. Are,
Leia?
and since we're only recording from the waist up, neither one of us are wearing pants right now. So I mean,
Exactly, exactly. I don't even wear underwear.
yeah.
Um, but the important thing that I have to think about in this scenario: who would look better with buns on their head? What are you laughing at?
Well, as of right now, I'm probably of the two of us, I'm probably the only one with enough hair to actually do that. But I don't know about who would look
You,
better.
you, oh, well, you mentioned that you have enough hair. I also have these little ear things, my headphones,
Mm,
and a silhouette might make it look similar to that. It's a little
yeah.
too low, but David, how about this? Um, we'll just say that that's who we are, and we won't decide who's who. We'll let hey, comment down below who you think is who if you've made it this far in the video, or text me or David, because I know family listens to this. So if you don't want to comment, just text us.
Yeah, and then we'll tell
And
you
let
to
us
leave a
know.
comment.
Yeah, and let us know who you think me and David are. Do you think David's Han and I'm Leia, or do you think I'm Han and David's Leia?
Probably a good question.
It is a
Anyway,
good question.
you want to try to take another one of these real quick?
I don't know if we can do real quick, David. We take pretty long on these. They're only 10
Well,
question quizzes.
let's take one more, and that should round us out here. Um, so found one. I sent it to you already. It's which chopper are you today? And we all know that Chopper is insane, so that's why this one caught my eye. Um,
I'm
I
also
love
interested in
Chopper,
what they're
but
talking about. Like
true,
which
true,
chopper? Like how do they define chopper
yeah,
in
true, true,
this?
true.
You know.
All right, so
All right. So what is your go-to pastime? What's your favorite hobby? Is basically all it's asking. Reading, doing puzzles, dancing, or playing video games.
uh, of these, it would probably be video games.
See, I knew you would pick that, and that would be the one that I would pick. But because I'll you said it first. I'm gonna let you pick this one. I'm gonna do doing puzzles. So I do
Okay,
like puzzles. I just don't do them much. I
true.
don't have time.
That's I
I
mean,
don't have time for anything, David. I don't have time
yeah.
for anything.
All right, what's your favorite film genre? Spy thriller, comedy, coming of age drama, or horror? What you thinking?
Of these, I would pick comedy.
Well, you know what? It's the spoopy season, so we'll go with horror.
Works for me. All right. How would your best friend describe you? All right,
All
David. So
right,
this
so
is for you. Loyal, smart, adventurous, or kind? I don't like any of
none of
these.
these
These
are
are
any
too
good.
nice.
Yeah, I know.
You're adventurous.
Oh, I'm
That's your
adventurous.
answer. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess for you, I guess you're loyal.
Great. I'm a dog.
That's why I picked them.
I got that dog in me.
Okay.
Arf.
All right. Besides Hera, obviously, who's your favorite Ghost Crew member? Ezra Bridger, Sabine Wren, Kanan Jarrus, or Zara Zeb, or Zeb. We'll just go with Zeb.
Zeb. Hmm. All right.
Who
What
are
you
you
thinking?
picking? Well,
I was gonna
for
ask
me,
you
it's
that.
probably for me, it's probably between Kanan and Zeb.
I was thinking the same thing. So you pick one, I'll pick the other.
I'll go with Kanan, and you can have Zeb.
See, the thing is I would probably strictly from what we see in Rebels, I think I would add. I mean, obviously, I like all the characters, but like hanging out wise, I might lean towards like Sabine, but I don't like what they did with her in Ahsoka, and that kind of like tainted my view of her character a little bit. But I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
Zeb,
that's fair, I guess.
the big
Well,
older brother that's not quite a Wookiee.
I feel like yeah, if you're talking about like which one you want to hang out with, Zeb would probably be of the Ghost Crew, probably be the best one to hang out with.
That's true.
But I already picked Kanan. Anyway,
Well, I'm picking Zeb, so we'll be good.
This was your question. I read the last
Oh, I don't pay attention to that. I just kind of read certain ones and don't read other ones. If you lived in the Star Wars galaxy, what would you want to be? A Jedi, a pilot, a smuggler, a pod racer. So I get to choose if I'm force sensitive or not.
one. Sounds like it.
Now, if I'm force sensitive in all these scenarios, then I'd be a pretty good pilot and smuggler and pod racer, obviously. But pod racer and pilot are basically the same thing to an extent. You're both flying some kind of a ship.
So it so it depends. Do you want to be so presumably if you're a pod racer, you're famous
Mm-hmm.
to some degree.
Yep.
So it's basically, do you want to be famous? Do you want to be uh criminal? Because a smuggler is pretty much a criminal. You're smuggling is a crime because most of the time you're smuggling illegal goods. A Jedi, which is basically a priest, or do you want to be,
Space
or do you
wizard.
want to just have a regular job, be a pilot? Which presumably
Now,
you could be any one of the three and a pilot. But
yeah, that's true. It's true.
pilot's the most versatile.
Uh,
What do you want?
I,
Go with Wesley.
well, I see. If I lived in the Star Wars universe, I would want to be a Jedi.
Mm.
I mean, that's the obvious answer. I would want to be a Jedi. Now, what time are we talking about? Because I wouldn't want to be a Jedi, after like
During the purge.
19 during around 19 BPY.
Yeah, but let's say like if you're like Old Republic or High Republic Jedi, sure.
Oh, hands down, yeah, automatically. David, I'm gonna let you take this one first because I have a couple that I'm okay with. Four options that I can pick from.
I'll go with a smuggler, I guess.
Okay, well if you do that, I'll go ahead and pick the Jedi. Um,
Yeah.
Pod Racer
I
wouldn't
feel
be
like
bad, but
yeah.
it'd be a very brutal way to die. Most ways in Star
Especially
Wars
if
to die are very brutal.
especially if you're not force sensitive, because presumably you'd still be a human, and unless you're force sensitive, humans can't pod race.
Yeah, that would have been a dumb investment on my part. All right, what's your favorite sedum? Sedum? Season. Let's start. Okay,
Season.
so the first option on there. This is your to read, and this is why I just read and don't think about who's reading what. But the first option is autumn, so I combined autumn and season, and I said sedum. But anyways, David, I have a problem with these options. There's only four of them. I only have autumn,
Where's
winter,
salt?
spring, and summer. Where's my salt? Where is
Oh
my
gosh.
super suit?
Uh,
So what do they call autumn? What happened to fall?
you know what? I'll let you have autumn or fall, whatever you want to call it. I'll go with winter.
I just don't know why it's not on here. Why is it autumn, not fall?
Yeah, why is it autumn, not fall? And where is salt?
Uh,
I guess I'm gonna go with winter.
I already picked.
Oh, okay.
You'll never know.
What did you pick?
I picked melon
Well, no
run
one
fruit,
cares. You
portion
and a
bread,
friend. You and a
roasted
friend.
porg,
Can I read the
jogging
question?
fort. You asked.
Well, I was talking about the last question, but whatever. Since we're being difficult, you and a
All right.
friend are planning a trip. What galactic snack would you take? Uh, Run fruit, portion bread, roasted porg, or Jogan fruit. Now, Porgs are those things on the island in the Last Jedi, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I hate those things, so of course I'm gonna eat them.
See, I was thinking the same thing because yummy. But if you're gonna pick that, I'm gonna do the Melu Run fruit
Okay.
because I remember that episode. Seems reasonable enough.
Yeah. Yeah. What's
All right,
first?
what's well,
Well, you read two in a row, so what's first on the
David?
to-do
You can't
list
be special.
once you get there? A must-see
Where?
tourist spot. I'm guessing they're still talking about the trip or whatever with you and a friend. All right, so a must-see
I don't have a
tourist
friend.
spot. The beach, of course. An art museum or a themed escape room.
Hmm.
We need to do a Star Wars themed escape room.
Do they not have one?
They probably exist somewhere. Probably at Disney
We
World.
should go.
Yeah.
Probably.
So let's
Probably.
both pick that one and go to a Star Wars themed escape room.
All right, I'm good. Or, I mean, David, if we're going with a friend, I mean, you might have a life, but I don't. So you're my plus one, I guess. I don't know. I have
Okay.
very few options.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Leia, I have very few options. Let's be honest. I think our Star Wars relationship is more like Chewbacca and Han as opposed to Leia and Han.
Either way, you still want to claim the Han Solo title, don't you?
Yeah. But yeah, well, I mean, I could be hairy. I can grow a beard. I mean, David, you saw me earlier this past year, right? I had the long hair and the beard. I was uh I was scruffier than you. So,
Yeah, you look like older robot from Invincible.
I look like a homeless man. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
anyways. What's your favorite way to travel? Biking, by a car, train, flying. Actually, can I wanna so in listening to the books that we're reading right now, it's Heir to the Empire trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy, and Chewbacca plays a role in it because it's around that time and he's around with Leia and Han and all. And I've been like thinking about it, I'm like, it'd be kind of nice to be a Wookiee. Just kind of walk around. You don't have to worry about wearing clothes, you know. Um, although, have you seen that? I think it's the Robot Chicken clip where Han and Chewie are they're on Kashyyyk, and Han's about to meet Chewie's family, and they open up the door, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so excited to meet your family!" And then his family walks out, and they're all wearing clothes, and he looks over at Chewbacca, and he's like, "You've been naked this whole time?" And then Chewie goes, and like goes and hugs him or whatever. It's very
So
interesting.
so Chewie's a
Robot Chicken is
nudist.
very out of pocket. Basically, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
How do you like? How do you? What's your favorite way to travel, David?
So when I first looked at this, I saw baking, not biking. Um, I can't go with that since it actually is biking, not baking. Um,
You could go with the
so
hopes of it being bacon.
I'll go with a train because that's
Um,
like the most
I don't.
ineffective way of traveling nowadays.
I don't know necessarily how much I'm going to like it. But I'm going to be flying for the first time in about a month. Me and my sister are going to be going on a trip out of state, and she wanted to fly, and it was kind of cheaper that way. So I've never flown before. I don't like heights. I know you're in a cabin, but I still don't like heights. I don't like the idea of being that high up. But I'm gonna pick flying because car is Too conventional.
hmm Wesley, what makes you happy? Spending time with friends, pulling pranks, having a movie night, or joining a book club?
I don't have friends. I don't have friends to pull a prank on. I don't have friends to watch a movie with. I don't like reading or have friends to start a book club with.
Well,
All
you can
these
watch a
answers
movie by
depress me.
yourself.
Eh,
You can watch a movie by
true.
yourself.
True, true, true. That is very true.
I'm going with pulling pranks because I'm going to pull pranks on you.
David, I already spray painted your Lamborghini.
Oh, okay.
What was it that I said one time? I need to pull a prank on you. If there's something I said I needed to do if we ever ended up working together. And it was something to do with your car. I don't know, I'd probably steal your keys and go home.
I'll take my car home.
No, I'm gonna take my car. You're gonna go out to your car, look for your keys, and not know where they are, but you'll be stranded at work.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna be at
Well,
home having a movie night.
jokes on you. I keep a spare key in my wallet so I can get home. I just can't get in my house.
Joke's on you, David. I'll steal your wallet too. Thanks for dinner.
All right. So, what did you get?
I am Hera's best friend, Chopper.
Oh, okay. So I feel like mine is just Chopper because it says you're Chopper the war criminal.
Chopper is a war criminal. What?
I feel like that's just Chopper.
That's funny. I must say, like I didn't know how they're gonna classify this because yeah, like it says you're Hera's BFF, Chopper. Just like Chopper, you display loyalty and shades. Uh, no, in spades to those who call your friends. Hera's friendship with Chopper has stood the test of time in countless battles against the Empire because she can rely on him no matter what. Your friend your friends know that they can trust you and often turn to you for advice, support, and just to spend time together. When they need you, you're always there to lend a hand or hold theirs. Um, I don't think this quiz was getting what I was putting down.
All right. So you're Chopper the war criminal. You've been called a little spacey, and you must admit that you enjoy causing chaos on occasion. On occasion? I thought from all my anecdotes on this podcast, you would know by now that it's not just on occasion. I just like causing chaos. Or let me rephrase that.
That's
I
fair.
like watching chaos, but I don't necessarily have to cause it.
That's fair. That's
The
fair.
truth is, the truth is, you're not afraid to get your hands on. But you're not. Truth is, you're not afraid to get your hands on when you need to, or whether you're partaking in a prank war. I'm still confused by that sentence. Anyway, um,
David, put your
looking to
hands on.
looking to mix up your day with some mischief, or messing with the gravity controls on an Imperial starship. To some, that makes you a hero. So I think of all these quizzes that we've taken, I think what we've determined about me is that, well, of the quizzes today, is that I am the epitome of chaotic evil.
You're something. I'll definitely admit to that. You are something.
Or at least just chaotic
David, what?
neutral.
That's fair. David, I think it's pretty safe to say that this podcast is pretty chaotic, as Exhibit A being this episode right here. Um,
hmm
Now that being said, assuming that you don't have any final thoughts or things you want to talk about, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up and head on to an outro. Do you have anything else to add, David, before I do that?
Always remember, there are two kinds of people in this world: war criminals and non-war criminals. All you can do is decide which one you are.
Anyways, this was a rather chaotic episode, and I appreciate any person. We appreciate anyone who does decide to listen to this whole entire thing. I also apologize. However, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Please let us know what your thoughts were. Let us know who you think in the relationship me and David are, Han or Leia. And be sure to join us next week in a much less chaotic episode. Hopefully, uh, it's still our show. We're still gonna be chaotic. David, were you gonna
Provided
say
everything
something?
goes according to plan, that it will be very chaotic.
Okay, David's masterminding over here, but hopefully that just means his head gets blue and big and nothing else. That's Mega Mind.
Yeah, that's Mega Mind.
Shut up, David. All right, with that, be sure to join us next week on X Wing Radio. We'll see you next Monday. Be safe out there. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. May the force be with you.